He came to the hospital because he had a huge turtle hanging out of his ear.
Stop moving, you just too holding still.
How are we supposed to hold still when we're walking?
The youngsters were taking it lightly, but any false move could result in consequences as serious as death.
A snapping turtle can snap your finger clean off. It can bite through a broomstick. This is a serious bite.
And it wasn't just a wild animal with sharp teeth and an incredibly strong jaw. But it was also in a place that was very dangerous for the victim.
This particular bite is in the area of the carotid artery and the internal jugular vein. So if we got it upset and it started clamping and biting harder, it could injure the carotid, and if it punctured the carotid, Bo could bleed out in about 4 minutes.
Laughing, the young men explained how they had come to find themselves in this situation.
How did all this happen?
Well, we were out noodling for catfish and we found a hole with a turtle in it. So when it turned to try to dig in, Bo pulled it out by its tail.
However, none of them took any notice of how difficult it would be to get rid of it, as the experts not only had to worry about Bo's safety, but also that of the tortoises as well.
And why should I have to go to prison on account of his stupidity?
If for some reason the animal got hurt during the procedure to get it to let go of the young man's ear, the three involved would be charged with endangering a state-protected species and would go to prison.
Warden, we have no intention of that turtle or letting it.
Dr. Slay enlisted the help of additional specialists and was left alone with those who would be an asset in such a curious situation.
Why don't you two boys go take a break in the waiting room? I'd managed to get the two good old boys out of there, but we still have the turtle firmly attached to my patient's neck.
Once Bo's friends retreated to the waiting room, the experts began to discuss their options.
Anybody have any other ideas?
How about if we block its nostrils? I mean, it needs to open its mouth to breathe, right?
I have seen a snapping turtle hold its breath for more than half an hour.
Half an hour? I'm in pain here.
So now what?
Doc, those meds you gave me there ain't doing a thing. This still hurts like the devil.
Bo was starting to get desperate as the pain was becoming unbearable, and the uncertainty of the doctors was not helping at all.
Finally occurs to me, what if we paralyze it?
You can't paralyze that turtle.
It would just be temporary paralysis.
Hell yeah, let's paralyze it.
But even though they had found the best option, it didn't mean it would be easy.
And I'm thinking, well, gee, I could give a shot of succinylcholine for Susie and she'll let go.
It would probably work, but there was one little problem.
Excuse me, doctor, but if you give her succinylcholine, you'll need to intubate to keep her alive. Have you ever intubated a turtle before?
And the answer to that question is no.
No one was certain that what they were about to do was the right thing to do, and not everyone was sure it was a good idea. Even the turtle itself was vocal about it.
Oh, what the hell are you doing?
She's peeing on me.
If you ask me, that was Susie's way of telling me what she thought of my idea.
However, there was no other choice, so they decided to go ahead and face the consequences.
When I woke up that morning, I sure didn't think I'd be intubating a snapping turtle.
All right, what dosage of sex?
I calculate the dose for about a 30-pound child.
100 milligrams.
I'm kind of shaking. I'm nervous about this whole thing.
Here we go.
Stick it in, draw back, I get blood, I'm in a vein. I squirt the succinylcholine. It works pretty fast, usually in about a minute or two, and lo and behold, her mouth drops open.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
They'd finally gotten the turtle to let go of Bo's neck, and fortunately, when they checked it, they found that the bite was not deep, and he would be fine.
See, let me
How
see.
bad is it?
It's not bad, it's not bad. He has a little bit of a superficial laceration and some swelling, but there's no active bleeding, thank God. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna clean it up and give you a tetanus shot.
Once they were sure that the young man had been left practically unharmed, they had to take care of Susie the turtle.
But now, Susie has stopped breathing. I use a pair of forceps to force her mouth open.
Okay, Susie, here we go.
I go down the base of the tongue, and there's a little epiglottis up and down. Slide the tube in. We hook it up to a little pediatric bag and oxygen, and we start ventilating.
Come on, girl.
She's moving.
Okay.
And lo and behold, Susie starts digging, opening her eyes, and breathing on her own.
She's moving. Okay. Yes! All right, listen.
Thanks to the efforts of the medical team and all of the effort they put into the procedure, both Bo and Susie managed to survive the mishap that these irresponsible youngsters caused. If it wasn't for the fact that they received the right help at the right time, the aftermath could have been catastrophic for everyone.
And we decide it's time to take her back to the swamp where she belongs.
You're leaving those turtles alone from now on, right?
Yes, sir.
Doc?
Later, Susie. The best looking hickey you ever got.